been drawing and painting ever since I was a little kid, you know, influenced by my dad, who's a great cartoonist and draftsman himself. Did art in high school for my HSC, did pretty good in that. After high school, I didn't pick up a paintbrush or a pencil or draw for the next decade. My whole world turned upside down basically, where my fiancée of 12 years left me and my grandmother died all in the 1 month. And I also had a slip disc. So I was kind of bedridden at that time, very depressed, and started painting as a form of therapy, I guess. Lo and behold, I realized how much love I have for art and how it had been missing in my life for such a long time. And so I started painting and painting just for myself. I remember some friends coming around one time and I had about 250 paintings in my bedroom, and they said, "Oh, these are great, why don't you exhibit them?" I thought, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So I hired a little space and put them up, and I think I had about 100 works in that show. They all sold, and Robin Gibson from Robin Gibson Gallery showed up. He took me on, put me in a group show with Brett Whiteley and Jeff Rigby. I also applied for the National Art School in Sydney at the same time, and Jeff Rigby is actually my drawing teacher at the time. And so I went along to the group exhibition, and he said, "Oh, you know, it's so good of you to come and see my work." And I said, "Oh, actually, that's my painting next to yours." And he laughed and he said, "You cheeky bugger." So yeah, I've been quite prolific ever since, and I'm very fortunate, I'm very blessed to be where I am now. I mean, it's taken me to my first showing, my first solo exhibition in London, so I'm over the moon with that. I think what inspires me most is life and death, truthfully. At that time when I started painting again, you know, my whole world turned upside down. And I felt like I did die and then I was reborn again. So I truly believe that art saved my life. I believe that it continues to save my life. And it's that theme that I have been exploring for the last 5 years. You know, the contrast, the yin and yang, if you will, the black and the white, the up and the down and the right and wrong, and so I'm always looking for those juxtapositions. The one thing that really is inspiring me at the moment with the body of work I'm making is 1950s sideshow Americana circus posters. I'll take you through a run through of, you know, how I might start off a painting typically. I'll put down a ground layer, which will be a single color, and then I will respond emotionally to that color, how that makes me feel. I'll start putting in text, reoccurring motifs. And I should mention that I'm inspired by graffiti removal out in the street. So I take blocks of paint that are covering up graffiti and I'll bring them into the studio. I never have a problem with painting over a finished work either. Some of the paintings you've seen, there might be 10 paintings underneath those paintings. But I might leave little clues, let you in on the painting previously. Some of the works that will be featured my solo show with Distasi in April. One of them's a large-scale painting titled "I Kissed My Girl by the Factory Wall." I was listening to the Pogues at the time when painting it, and that line, "I kissed my girl by the factory wall," started getting me thinking about sort of my own childhood, being in suburbia, outside my studio. You know, there's a lot of factories around here as well. The other works that will be featured include the sort of circus banners and posters, you know, the sort of 1950s Americana sideshow. There'll be drawings that are mostly abstract drawings. There'll be some large-scale abstract paintings and quite a few of the circus paintings. For me, working with Distasi, the fact that they represent or show really great artists who I look up to. Oh, it's every artist's dream to have a solo exhibition in London, you know, and that's been on my radar for a long time now. So Distasi, they're lovely guys. It's a gallery that I look forward to showing with and working alongside. I'm excited for what the future holds. You're going to see a lot more installation. I'm always going to be painting, drawing, big sculptures. I'd like to get more into sculpture. As well as performance art has crept into my work a little bit. I think the future entails really like a little bit of everything, you know. I don't want to ever limit myself. I really want to be an artist in every sense of the word.